Welcome to our video on Delaware Lease and Landlord-Tenant laws. Subscribe to our channel for more videos and landlord tips. Landlords need to know their state's laws to manage their rental well. To help you do that, here's an overview of landlord-tenant laws in the first state. The lease agreement is the foundation of the landlord-tenant relationship. It's a legally binding contract between a landlord and tenant that outlines the terms of the rental relationship. A standard lease agreement is a one-year fixed-term contract. A Delaware lease should include basic terms like rent amount, rent due date, lease term, late fee policies, and pet policies. To fully protect landlords, it should also cover details like pest control, snow removal, air filter responsibilities, and yard maintenance. Delaware leases must include the name and address of the property owner and any appointed agents. Landlords must provide tenants with a copy of the Delaware Residential Landlord-Tenant Code at the start of the tenancy. Before the start of the tenancy, the landlord must inspect the rental unit for bed bugs and provide tenants with a written bed bug disclosure. A landlord with more than 3 rental units who has access to legal representation in the event the tenant defaults on the lease must provide applicable tenants with a disclosure of their right to legal representation. See the description for more details and a link to this disclosure. Landlords of rental units built before 1978 must provide tenants with a lead-based paint disclosure and pamphlet.
Next, let's talk about some important Delaware Landlord-Tenant laws. Landlords may charge up to 1 month's rent for the security deposit. Landlords must return the security deposit along with an itemized list of any deductions within 20 days of the end of the tenancy. Delaware landlords must provide at least 48 hours notice before entering the property for non-emergencies. There is a 5-day grace period for rent in Delaware. If rent is more than 5 days late, the landlord may charge a late fee of up to 5% of the rent. Late fees must be included in the lease agreement. Landlords may require tenants to get renters insurance and can make failure to do so a breach of the lease agreement. Returned payment fees cannot exceed $40 and should be discussed in the lease agreement. Fixed-term leases terminate at the end of the period unless otherwise stated. Either party can terminate a month-to-month lease agreement with 60 days written notice. Delaware has no limits on rent increases. However, the lease should discuss the procedure and notice requirements for increasing rent.
Landlords must provide tenants with a safe and habitable rental unit. They must make necessary repairs within 30 days. If a landlord fails to make necessary repairs or to provide essential services, tenants have specific rights, including the right to repair and deduct the expense from rent or the right to withhold rent. If a tenant fails to pay rent or violates the lease agreement, the landlord may start the eviction process. In these situations, landlords must strictly follow Delaware law and can never resort to self-help eviction methods, such as changing locks or shutting off utilities. Congratulations! You're ready to create a Delaware lease and manage your rental unit. Our lease agreement automatically includes all required disclosures and gives you state assist tips as you build it. It's easy to customize online and offers unlimited access to our electronic sign-in tool, EasySign. As you manage your rental, remember that we have over 400 property management forms, including Delaware-specific forms. Visit easylandlordforms.com to start your tenant screening and create a lease agreement guaranteed to comply with all Delaware lease laws.